When caring for young children with special educational needs, SEN, parents and carers often face challenging moments, especially when it comes to unexpected reactions or behaviors. Whether it's an insistence on a certain routine or strong reactions to small changes, these behaviors can sometimes be puzzling. In these instances, rather than focusing solely on the actions we want our child to take, a valuable tool is to step back and consider what they might be feeling. For SEN children, who might be more sensitive to sensory input, routines, or emotional changes, taking a moment to imagine their experience can make a huge difference in understanding their behavior and supporting them through these moments. Here are some examples of how using empathy and understanding in common scenarios can transform tricky situations into moments of connection and support. Example 1. The teddy bear placement. Sophie, a mother to 4-year-old Max, noticed that he refused to go to bed unless his teddy bear was positioned in the exact same place on his pillow each night. On one occasion, Max found his teddy moved slightly to the side, and he became upset and refused to get into bed. Sophie initially tried to explain that the teddy was fine where it was, but then paused and considered Max's perspective. What if she too had a comforting object that had to be arranged a certain way to feel just right? Thinking of it this way, Sophie empathized with Max's need for familiarity and consistency. She calmly said, "I see, you like Teddy to sit right here on your pillow, don't you?" This simple acknowledgement helped Max feel understood, and he happily climbed into bed. By making a small adjustment and showing empathy, Sophie helped her son settle down without further stress or upset. Example 2. The struggle with sandals. Lily, a 5-year-old, had a strong dislike for wearing sandals. Her mum, Claire, often found herself in a battle every time they went to the beach, where sandals would make things easier. One afternoon, after a particularly intense standoff, Claire decided to think through the situation from Lily's viewpoint. What if she herself had to wear something uncomfortable or strange feeling on her feet? How would that make her feel? Claire then tried a new approach. Instead of insisting, she sat down with Lily and acknowledged her discomfort. "It feels strange when things touch your feet, doesn't it?" Lily nodded, and Claire offered a compromise by allowing her to wear soft canvas shoes instead. Recognizing her discomfort in this way made Lily feel seen, and she agreed to wear the shoes without a fuss. By taking a moment to understand her daughter's sensory experience, Claire avoided a stressful situation and found a solution that respected Lily's needs. Example 3. The misplaced puzzle piece. Tom, who is 3, loves his favorite puzzle and insists on keeping all the pieces in a specific order, even when putting it away. One afternoon, Tom found a piece missing and became visibly distressed. His dad, Ben, initially thought he was overreacting and tried to reassure him that they'd find the piece soon. But seeing Tom's distress continue, Ben imagined a situation where he might feel similarly upset, like a favorite item of his going missing. Instead of insisting Tom calm down, Ben sat down beside him and gently said, "I know it's upsetting when the pieces aren't all together, isn't it? Let's look together." This acknowledgement reassured Tom, and together they found the piece. In the future, Tom felt more comfortable knowing his dad understood how much the puzzle's order meant to him. By the way, if you are looking for an amazing nursery to send your little ones to, check out our website at purplebeesdaynursery.com. Example 4. Raincoat resistance. Sarah's daughter, Emma, would often cry if she had to wear her raincoat on rainy days. It took Sarah some time to realize that Emma disliked the sensation of the raincoat's material on her arms. One rainy morning, Sarah asked herself how she might feel if she had to wear something that felt uncomfortable all day. Instead of forcing Emma to wear the coat, she empathized. "It feels funny on your arms, doesn't it?" Emma nodded, and Sarah offered a soft jumper underneath the raincoat so that Emma's arms wouldn't feel the material directly. This small adaptation helped Emma feel more comfortable, and they avoided the morning battle over the raincoat. By showing her daughter she understood, Sarah helped Emma gradually adjust to wearing it on rainy days. Here are some practical steps for parents to apply this empathy-based approach in everyday life with their SEN child. Step 1. Pause and observe. When your child is upset or refusing to do something, Take a deep breath and observe their body language, facial expressions, and any specific behavior. Instead of reacting immediately, pause to assess what might be making them uncomfortable. This small break helps to avoid frustration and opens up room for empathy. Step 2. Ask yourself, how would I feel? Imagine being in their position. For example, if they're resisting putting on a certain piece of clothing, think about how you'd feel if you were asked to wear something scratchy or uncomfortable. Try to understand how something small could feel overwhelming to them. Step 3. Validate their feelings. Out loud, acknowledging their feelings lets them know they're heard. Say things like, "It feels funny to wear these socks, doesn't it?" Or, "It's hard to sit on the grass when it's scratchy." This lets your child know you understand, which can be incredibly comforting, even if the solution isn't immediate. Step 4. Offer choices or alternatives. If possible, provide a choice that respects their preferences. If they're avoiding shoes, offer a softer pair. If they're uncomfortable with a particular item, allow them to use a similar item that's more agreeable. This gives them a sense of control and shows that you're working with them, not against them. Step 5. Be patient and willing to adapt. Each child is unique, and solutions may vary. What works today might not work tomorrow, and that's okay. Approach each situation with patience and a willingness to try different strategies. Recognize that some behaviors may be temporary, but your understanding and consistency make a long-term difference. Step 6. Reflect and adjust your approach. Take a moment after the interaction to reflect on what worked and what didn't. Ask yourself how your child responded to your empathy and if there are ways you could improve next time. Over time, you'll get better at recognizing their triggers and anticipating what they need. Step 7. Practice self-care and compassion. Remember that caring for a child with SEN can be challenging, so taking time to care for yourself is equally important. Practicing self-compassion will help you stay patient and supportive, which in turn benefits your child. These steps can help parents build stronger bonds with their SEN child, creating a nurturing environment where they feel safe, understood, and capable of tackling new challenges. These scenarios and steps illustrate how putting ourselves in our child's shoes can be a powerful tool, especially when raising children with SEN. Rather than viewing their needs as obstacles, by taking a moment to consider what they're experiencing, parents and carers can find ways to offer the understanding and support their children need. Empathy doesn't mean always giving in to every need or want. Instead, it's about recognizing their feelings and validating their unique experiences. When we take the time to imagine what our child might be going through, we help them feel supported and create a sense of trust that they'll carry with them into future challenges. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you find our content helpful and informative. Your support helps us create more videos that make parenting and teaching a joy. For more information, visit us at purplebeeschildcare.com. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you enjoy every moment with your children.